back again. So it's December in New Zealand, which is the beginning of summer, and what a fantastic day. E-wife and I, or Gina and I, decided we'd do one more weekend getaway. Not a big trip. We're in Mangawhai Heads, which is about an hour and a half north of Auckland, and from here, this is sort of on the east coast. We're going to head across to a small peninsula on the Kaipara Harbour, which is on the west coast, to a little town called Tinopai. I really don't think there's much there. I've never been there before. It's got some batches, I think no shops, and a camping ground. That's all we need, and it's about 80 k's away from here. So 80 k's there, 80 k's back, a little bit of gravel, a bit of seal, a couple of little towns on the way, and then we're staying the night, we're camping, and then we're heading back here again. Check out those Bahutakawa trees. I guess it's a native tree of New Zealand. It always goes red like this around Christmas. A real iconic tree. Thought before we leave we better head to I guess this is Mangawhai Beach, or the main surf beach anyway. Flags are out, not too many people in the water, but I'm sure that will change as the heat builds through the day. I think it's going to be about 23 degrees or something today. Right, we're off the tar seal and onto the gravel. Nice to be away from the traffic. But there were two motorhomes. They obviously realised they'd taken a wrong route, wrong turn, and did a U-E. Oh, corrugations! Beautiful day. Bike computer says 29 degrees. No wonder we're feeling the heat. Okay, you're probably getting sick of me filming kawa, but it's the season where the fruit is actually ripe. So we've talked about it before. Boy, this plant's really been eaten by the moth. But when the fruit is yellow like that, you can eat it. Bear Grylls style. It's beautiful. Oh, a bit peppery. It's still nice. Cruising on the country roads. Things are about to change though. We have to go on State Highway 1 for, I'm not sure how far, but in a couple of k's time. Anyway, that's the problem when you're going across the island. You will always cross State Highway 1. At least, maybe not always, most of the time. State Highway 1 runs the length of New Zealand. Oh well, this is State Highway 1. Apparently we're quite a way north. At least there's a shoulder. And we're only on it for 1.8 k's, so not bad at all. Well, we survived State Highway 1 and we're straight off it and onto the gravel. What a change. Hard to believe that you just go off State Highway 1, you're on gravel with livestock. How are we going to explain to this farmer that his cow's gone a kilometre away from his house? Ooh, we'll go past you, mate. Oh my god, I can't believe a cow can jump a fence. Oh, we're getting a sneak peek of some of the rivers that come off the Kaipara, and now we're dropping down to that town over there, Mangawhai. That's as good as the pronunciation's going to get. As tempting as it is to stop at the historic hotel, I think we need to keep rolling. Okay, the takeaway shop didn't really have what we wanted, but there is a town. So we might be able to get something here. This looks good. Quite a nice valley to be going through. Nice to get the odd bit of shade, get out of the sun. Done 50 k's, about 35 more to go, I guess, because we did a bit of extra at the beginning. It's been quite hilly, but good. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's amazing scenery, but it's been pleasant most of the way.
Tell us. I'll try not to fall off. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Paparoa. Never been to these places. Quite a cute little town. Oh, I'm going to continue my tour of banks of small town New Zealand. Another beauty. I think I found my next favourite new thing to find. Check it out. The National Bank of New Zealand. Love it. Well, very impressed with Paparoa. Cute little town. Just pulled into the park, I guess you call it, for a, what have we got here? Apple juice and nut bar, or nut butter bar. Beautiful. Okay, oh gosh, I'm not sure where we are now, but we are by the Kauri Museum. Here's a Kauri route. I'm not going to go to the museum, but there is a Gum Diggers Cafe back there. We're about 20 k's away from Tinopai, so we might pop back here tomorrow when everything's open. Okay, it's a Saturday. We've pulled into the school. Obviously there's no one here. You can see the Kaipara Harbour there. The school pool is getting well used, and the good thing is I got water fountains, so we're getting a top up. Harbour. We've only got about 3 k's to go, so, and we've got to get down to sea level, so it's going to be all downhill, I would hope, from here. It's a big harbour. This is the one we crossed when we were doing the TA one. We went from Potu Point to Parakai. Anyway, better get there and set up the tent. We made it. Tinopai Marina and Coast Guard. You might just be able to see the camping ground in the distance there. Probably ride past it and check out the beachfront. It's been a long day. It's over 5 hours of moving time. A lot of hill climbing. Well, it's 1,400 meters. I'm guessing that's what it said on Strava. So yeah, it hurt. Low tide, unfortunately, so not a lot of opportunity to swim. Tinopai Wharf. Whoops. We might walk this and come back to filming soon. Oh, yeah, she's very shady. Enter at your own risk. At least we can get out on this wharf after the East Cape. It's a big harbour. And we are going to be camping, it must be over there somewhere. Set up on the beachfront. Nice spot, cute little camping ground. It's only tiny, couple of showers, the kitchen's smaller than your home kitchen, but it's perfect for us. We're only staying for the night, so anyway, no wind, still nice and warm, should be a good night. Well, as we get set up, it's worth maybe talking about the tent quickly. This is a nature hike tent. So this is the Monga 2 two-person tent. It's fantastic. I love it. I love the price. I love the features. I like the quality. This is only our second night sleeping in it. I can't tell you whether it's going to last forever, but at a quarter of the cost of a MSR or a Nemo or a Big Angus, you can't complain. So it's symmetrical, so you can sit up at either end. It's got the same height, and it's got a vestibule and a door on either side, so perfect for two people. My wife can have all of her gear on this side under the vestibule, and that's going to be her door, and then I've got my side over here. Plenty of room to put all your gear in, lots of room for two people inside, and easy to carry and set up. I was really impressed with all the quality, the pegs, the poles, the material, the finish. As you can see, lots of room there for two. The only feedback I have so far is that there's a lot of mesh, which is probably good for summer, but any wind outside just goes right under. You can sort of see there's the edge right under and then straight through. So imagine if you're in this tent and it was really windy, you're going to get really blown around in here. Has a good roof piece for putting your torch or whatever in there. But yeah, fantastic. It was a good upgrade, and I think because we're going to be doing a lot of camping, you want to make sure that you can sit upright. My cocoon tent that I used for the TA North Island was pretty awful. I've upgraded that as well to another nature hike tent, but we'll talk about that when I set that one up. But anyway, this is the Monga 2 from Nature Hike. I told you it was a tiny camping ground. This is the kitchen that we share with the other campers. Can you see in there without me? It's tiny. Riding along this country road. When you're riding along a country road, sometimes you find things that have fallen off trucks or cars, and I throw them in my back pocket. We've got about 70 k's to go, and we've found this. It is huge, but look at the condition. I can't resist it. I'm gonna have to carry it all the way home. I was just so pleased this morning that I'd eaten a bit of food out of my pack, but look at that. I can't leave it. It's going to have to go in the bag. I'm going to regret it. Problem solved. Just a little bit more weight in the front. Well spotted. Thank you. Wow. You think he was supposed to trim back the hedge but never quite got round to it? Beautiful, eh? What silly birds.
Oh, that's so cute. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
You're their best friend.
Aww.
Okay, we're back in Matakohi now that I know the name of the place. Carry Museum, War Memorial Hall. What we're really after is the cafe. It's been a cruisy first 20k, still really hot again today. A few stops, put the spanner on the bike. Gina likes to talk to the animals, that's the difference between her and Van. He doesn't really want to stop to talk to the animals. Anyway, Gum Diggers Cafe. Well, we're back in Mangawhai, I think it was, for a quick lunch in the park. So nice to be out of the sun. Been no shelter really, but there is a water fountain here, which is great, and may even sneak over for another ice block. Okay, we're coming into Mangawhai town, past Bennett's chocolate shop. We're coming to the end of the ride. It's finally overcast. Been baking out here. You know, this is Mangawhai town, and we're heading to Mangawhai Heads. I'm guessing it's a couple of extra Ks. Oh, they put a great new cycleway in. Guess there's a lot of people who ride between Mangawhai and Mangawhai Heads. Easy riding. They built this great boardwalk over the mangroves. It goes for, I don't know, that's like about half a K. I know that I'd get a lot more subscribers if I actually went off the edge while filming into the mud, but I'm trying my best to hold it steady. Anyway, I've been pushing my luck long enough. Imagine this just keeps going for longer. Last township now, we're just coming through Mangawhai Heads, little township. Alright, made it back to Mangawhai Heads. It's not as busy as the other day, not as sunny, but very nice. How did you find your ride, Gina?
It was good. It was probably a bit of type 2 fun. It was pretty hot temperatures. Good training for the TA. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It definitely was hot.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
No hiding from the sun. Gloves are caked in salt. That means I can put extra salt on my chips tonight to try and replenish it. No, everything went well. Great. Last ride before, as Jen said, last ride before the South Island. I guess it'll just be little training rides, but no bike packing. You'd be pleased to know the spanner made it back. I was really worried that if it did slip, it could cause a really nasty crash, but I reckon I've secured it pretty well. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but too good to leave behind. All the gear went really well. Both bikes were perfect. I don't think there's any tweaks we really need to do now. Everything is ready to go. So it will be flying to Wellington. Actually, you might get a gear video before then. We might talk about what's changed since I did the North Island to doing the South Island. I don't think I'll show you me putting a bike in a bike box. I'll be watching videos online to do that myself. That's pretty my biggest concern. How to get 2 bikes in a box and get them to the airport. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.